Good morning. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Sending love and light to everyone. So today let's talk about trauma bonding. So a lot of people will complain that when they start their spiritual journey or throughout their spiritual journey, they lose things and they lose people and they go into isolation. Let me tell you why. This is not necessarily only for those that are spiritually gifted, it also for it's general, it happens to everyone. However, it may feel like it happens a lot with those that are spiritually gifted. So it is interlinked. I'm gonna explain why I say that. So my hands itching. So there's something called trauma bonding, guys. In this current life that you live in, you have friends, you have family members, even colleagues that you are close to at work, and you even have a relationship, boyfriend or girlfriend. And most times when you meet these people, you meet them at a specific time in your life. Either everything is going well in your life, either things are not going so great, or some are going well, some are not going well. And then you become close with a specific individual, whether romantic or platonic, on a level of either we are celebrating together or either we are crying together. That is trauma bonding, where people bond over a specific thing, a specific event, a specific trauma in their lives. Some people may trauma bond in a sense that they grew up without parents, for an example. Parents passed away when they were young. Some they bond because um, parents divorced when they're young. Some bond because we just broke up with your boyfriend, you need a supporting structure, you're going through stuff. Some you just lost your job, some you just went through a scam. People meet through these things. Some even now in a spiritual journey where we are going to trauma bond because we are, say, going through the same thing, and this person understands you in a level that another person wouldn't because they understand your problem, right? This happens in all sorts of kinds of relationships when people bond over a trauma or something. Sometimes it's just good, but you get what I'm saying, right? And then in most friendships, you'll see that most people are friends or they're close or they spend a lot of time together because they have marital problems and they bond. They keep close relationships because they support each other in whatever they're going through. Same thing, family members, you guys are getting along because you get gossip together. You guys get along because you kind of vibrate on the same kind of level. If you are high vibrational, you vibrate together at the high frequency. But if you are low vibrational, which is we are gossiping, we're saying bad things, jealous, and wara, we also vibrate on that level. Trauma at home, meaning poverty, meaning complaining about life, meaning all the other things that you guys may be bonding over. The minute one person decides to heal, the minute the other person decides to go on a different kind of path of healing. For an example, for some, you may break up with the husband or the boyfriend that you are having issues with. Immediately when that happens, the relationship, the friendship that you have with that person falls apart because there is no trauma bonding anymore. There is no trauma anymore. There's nothing you guys click on anymore. So I will be speaking from a single point of view, and then you will still be in the same situation. So our situations are not the same anymore, which means I'm a single woman, I'm divorced, you are still in that relationship, married, or that relationship that is still taking away from you. You will still be talking about the same thing, but I will not be able to connect with you on the same kind of frequency, on the same kind of level, because I've now moved from being a woman in a marriage that's going through problems to a single woman that is divorced. So friendships fall apart in that regard because most people you bond with them over trauma. So when there's no longer a trauma, when there's healing involved, when you leave all these things and you work through your emotions and everything that's going through your life, you clean up. Certain things don't resonate with you anymore, guys. And that's when people think that you are we are stela, or you are different, or you are hurtful when you say certain things. You are insensitive. They don't understand you, neither do you understand them, because at some point, once you walk through a journey and you say, I've walked through it and this is what I did and this is how I got out, and you start questioning people. If it is not working for you, why not let it go? And people start thinking, no, 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 she is trying to tell us what to do, she is controlling us, she is this. Because some people are okay with being where they are, no matter how painful it is, no matter how chaotic it is, no matter how abusive it is. And whether it's platonic relationships, mother, father, boyfriend, girlfriend, friend, best friend, toxic work environments, some people are okay with struggling and suffering. And some people always choose the latter. And that's exactly where you start going, being isolated or feeling alone, because you lose everyone else that you had in your life because they were at that part of your life. They fit that part of your life. They were relevant, if there's a word, like if there's like the perfect word is, they are relevant at that time in your life. But now that you're a single woman, you are divorced, or you are unemployed, or you have decided to quit your career and now you want to focus on business or whatever, certain people are not going with you where you're going, because they wouldn't understand what you're talking about. Hence why most people go through isolation, because now you don't have friends, because nobody understands you. Now you will meet people at your level at that time, whether they are spiritual, whether they are business minded, whether they are people that are going into employment, public speaking, whatever. Because everybody's spiritual gifts are different, and those that are not spiritual, life purposes are all different. Hence why people lose people when they go through their spiritual journey. Guys, similarly with life, you can compare it with the normal life. Even when you don't have a spiritual gift, you will go through an isolation process, because you are not trauma bonding anymore. You are healing and you are choosing differently. So I hope I answered your questions, and I hope people are not scared of being in isolation, because it's a good thing, and it also is a protection. I will make another video as well about that. Love and light. Ooh, I dropped my pen.